All right, so this next topic is one that has been on my mind for a couple of months now, and it's one that kind of came up in my feeds that I was looking at because it was an interesting thought. Is do I regret going PC gaming? Just so you know my story, I've been a console gamer most of my life. I did have a laptop back in 2010, 2011, 2012, whatever. I had in the early 2010s, I had a laptop to mid 2010s that I played World of Warcraft and RPGs or not RPGs, RTSs and all these other games, right? I played a bunch of games on that, so I have a lot of PC experience, but I never had like a full dedicated PC like this. So in 2019, or is it 2018? Anyway, sometime 2018, 2019, my buddies and we all went head on into PC gaming, built PCs. It was great. We had a great time. Tons of good memories. I had a 5700 XT with a 3600 CPU for all you PC nerds, and it was a great machine for what it was. I mean, it was good for 1440p, decent resolution as well as decent quality settings. It wasn't bad. I quickly upgraded to a 2070, then 3080, then now I had the big bad 4080 in there, the terribly priced 4080. But anyways, so I've done quite a bit with PC gaming since 2018, 2019. So it's 2024 now. And the big question I asked myself is, okay, I spent all this money. I mean, God, I probably spent like over $10,000 on PC stuff at this point. It's got to be close because this is, my third case, I think. I've gone through multiple GPUs. I mean, yeah, I've sold stuff. I've gone through, cable mods and, cables and fans and AIOs. And I don't know, like I've done a lot of stuff, right? I mean, like I basically, when I do something, I know it sounds crazy, but I try to save for things so that way I could buy the best and not have to compromise, because I feel like if you buy the best stuff, then it lasts longer. It's just my philosophy for a lot of things I buy with tech. Anyway, nevertheless, back to the topic at hand. Do I regret, after spending all this money on PC, after all the time I've gamed on PC, do I really regret and miss console? I would say maybe. And the reason for that is because I think about it, like I miss the simplicity of consoles. Like right now, my PC is in the best state it's ever been, right? I hardly have any issues, I hardly have any bugs or have any like crashes or something's right. Like I've got it in a good spot, right? But there have been plenty of times when I didn't have this with consoles that much, where my PC was just a complete pain in the ass. For example, one of my most biggest issues was my PC would crash, fans would go crazy, and it was, right in the middle of gaming or something going on, right? And come to find out, after dealing with this for almost 8 months, it was just because the connector to my GPU, because I was using a cable mod connector, was bad, apparently. And if I would have just disconnected that, put the old one back in, I would have saved myself a lot of trouble and not had to deal with that problem multiple times a week. Anyway, stuff like that. And I've dealt with little things like that since I've had PC. Like it'll run great for months, and the next thing you know, I start having little micro issues. Little small things start popping up. And it just, instead of me enjoying my PC, enjoying gaming, enjoying my video editing or whatever, I'm sitting here trying to dissect PC issues, and it's like having a car, having to work on my car all the time. It friggin' sucks. So with that in mind, like when those things happen, it makes me really revert back to the thought of, man, do I really like PC gaming or what? Because this is friggin' annoying having to deal with this. And I guess I said maybe, but I want to lean towards no, because I do love the benefits of it. I like the fact that, when you're thinking about media and what you want to do, is you want to watch. Okay, let's say you want to play a game, you want to watch TV, you want to talk to somebody on the phone or your friends online, and I don't know, you want to edit a video. You can do all that stuff at one time on a PC. Is it going to do it all very well? No, but I mean, at the same time, you can. So the thing is that the things you can do with the PC are endless, and I love that because you can play games not only at the highest resolutions, the highest frames, and also the highest consistency in terms of all of those things combined. You can actually play more variety of games as well, which is nice because I love RTSs and I love good FPS games. I love like games like Escape from Tarkov that are only PC only. So I do love that about the PC, but I just sometimes miss sitting down in my gaming chair on the couch in the living room, turning the thing on and not worrying about it. I do. I'm not going to lie. I do some days miss that. And it makes me want a PlayStation 5 again or some sort of console where I can do that because me and my fiance, we play the Switch. We play It Takes Two or Mario Party, whatever. And I have a good time. It's nice just sitting there and not have all the distractions because all the things I mentioned before are great. But when I got so many things on different monitors, I feel like I'm getting sensory overload with how much things are going on. Like I've got a video playing here on this top monitor, and then I've got the game in front of me, and then I've got this and that. It's a little bit of sensory overload, so sometimes it can be a little bit distracting. So it's just nice whenever you're sitting in front of the TV and just gaming. Like, sorry, I didn't mean to kick the camera, but anyway, the thing I miss the most is like, I don't know, like when I played on console, it felt like I had such a bigger community of friends to play with. Like it was that meme where, oh man, the boys are online, right? I mean, it was like that for a long time for me. And I guess that's where this question took me is like, am I really thinking about this in terms of do I regret going to PC because of nostalgia, or do I really regret going to PC because sometimes I don't like dealing with the issues and the actual practical things that go into having a PC and the issues that come with that? And I guess it's a little bit of both. I miss the nostalgia of it. I miss turning on my Xbox and getting online on Call of Duty or Battlefield or I don't know, whatever, and being in party chat with the guys and everybody's terrible microphones. We were not worried about like having meters in the top corner to track our performance and stuff. And we were just, I don't know, we were ignorant. We just enjoyed the simplicity of it. It was really just more about like, okay, I remember when I got the Elite controller, that was like the most high tech thing I remember getting. And I felt invincible. Like I could actually program buttons on that my middle fingers can press while I'm playing. Oh my God, it was revolutionary. It was so crazy. Anyway, so I guess to answer the question more properly, because I kind of went all over the place, which is this channel. If you're not used to this by now, this is the type of content that I produce, is I just kind of go off. But to circle back and kind of summarize my thoughts, do I regret going to PC gaming? I would say, again, maybe some days I do, because I don't like dealing with the BS that comes with having a PC. I don't like the pressure of needing to feel like I need to upgrade my hardware all the time. Like right now, I feel so happy because I don't feel that pressure outside of my CPU and going Gen 5 with my system, because now my system is Gen 4. I don't feel the need to really upgrade my system, which is nice for once. But for the longest time since I've had PC, I felt this pressure to always need to upgrade because I was so behind in terms of hardware. But now that I'm actually in a good spot, I don't feel that need. But next year, 2025, we're going to be right back there because we're getting new GPUs. We're getting new iterations of Gen 5. Who knows what the market's going to hold next year, but it'll be back there again. I'm going to have to think about all this hardware I got to upgrade to. So I'm not looking forward to that, even though it is exciting to get new hardware. It is cool. Some days I'm like, I miss the simplicity of the days when I could just sit down on the couch and buy a $500 machine and maybe the controllers and accessories, but spend no more than $600 basically, and enjoy gaming in its simplest form of just turning the thing on, press and play, and just going. I do miss that some days, and yeah, yes and no. I do regret some days going to PC gaming.